Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Chiefs hope by the end of today's game, they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Broncos going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Screen play, Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he whips that one incomplete there. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Sanders has it over the middle. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Again, it's Breeze. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. In motion, right, Baldwin. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tyler Varga, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got daylight. 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around after he takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Von Miller in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Breeze to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baldwin. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. To throw is Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tyler Varga with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Mahomes now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Christian Covington forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Breeze going to throw. Flush to his right. Now Breeze lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll go with a big back, Yeldon. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graves. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Broncos add on. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Pass for 20.
plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Covington in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Kelsey imposing his will. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, third and goal. Here's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, Anderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tyler Varga, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On target over the middle to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. In motion left is Baldwin. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Anderson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And now here comes Kansas City. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now here is another interception. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, The defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Bree's going to throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, Anderson. And some room to roam now. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?